Hello and welcome to Mind Over Matter, Tata Steel's annual innovation challenge.
Our topic is synthesis of new generation nanofluid from iron ore slide.
A unique platform to nurture the makers of tomorrow and future innovators.
In these days, the semiconductor industries have started using this use of scanning Kelvin probe. The only challenge will be the corrosive nature.
That will actually help us bring down the cost level.
Tata Steel collaborated with the young minds and created an innovation platform for students to come up with ideas and solutions to technological challenges faced by the steel industry. Tata Steel, a leading global steel company with presence across the 5 continents, is committed to enabling a tomorrow of possibilities driven by innovation and technology.
This is an organization which has become stronger generation after generation. This is an organization which has proved its critics wrong multiple times. So it's a very rich legacy that all of us have inherited. So if as a leadership team or if as a team of employees, as people who are carrying this flag forward or carrying the flame forward, I think there is a responsibility for us to create a tomorrow and leave a legacy behind for future generations. And that's why I think we also create tomorrow.
Mind Over Matter is a really very big platform for third year BTech, and all the questions or the problem statements flashed on Mind Over Matter, they are really very of an industrial level, like we haven't ever been exposed to such problems.
Mind Over Matter was designed as a mechanism by which we can engage with students, to bring in fresh ideas, to bring in ideas from unencumbered professionals with less legacy than ours. And this is a mechanism by which we gain through fresh ideas, and the students gain by getting hands-on experience on real industrial problems. They grow up knowing what the industry faces today, which then becomes a very enriching part of their education.
Mind Over Matter, Tata Steel's annual innovation challenge, brought together talented young minds all set to innovate and work on real-life manufacturing and product challenges.
Mind Over Matter is actually a great platform for young people to showcase the innovation quotient, wherein they have a chance to interact with the industry, being a student, and they actually have a feel of how the industry works or what are the real life problems the industry is facing, being a part of the academia. So this is a great platform for them to get exposed to the real challenges of the world.
For innovation, you need the right kind of people coming into the organization. And these youngsters, they come with latest information, latest knowledge, and they're ready to, because of the passion that they carry about the subject that they are studying, they are ready to challenge status quo, and that's exactly what we want. In innovation, you are looking at different ways of doing things. You're looking at finding newer ways of doing things. So these youngsters, when they come in, they challenge status quo, they challenge everything which is existing, and in the process they innovate something new.
Often the students come with ideas, translating them into some reality is a big challenge. And this is where the student, by working hands-on with experienced researchers, are able to get a sense of what it takes to go from the lab to an implementation.
To enable critical understanding of the subject and the practical world, participants get hands-on experience and exposure to a manufacturing setup by working at the Tata Steel's R&D division.
Mind Over Matter is very close to my heart. We started this in almost 6 years ago. And what I see here is a very good example of what brilliant minds from the engineering colleges can really help in solving a technological problem. And what I see here is a clarity of thought and the diversity of different options that they bring to finding a solution to the real life problems.
I think it's a very, very innovative and a very novel world, which is science and technology. A lot of newer things keep coming up, and the fact is that you can be a part of that journey. It's a very unexplored world at times, which you could be a part of it and explore and be the inventor in a way and a discoverer in a way. And that's what is life all about.
Season 6 of Mind Over Matter, Tata Steel's annual Innovation Challenge, witnessed an overwhelming response with over 400 entries from premier engineering institutes across the country and an excellent quality of research work done by students along with their mentors.
The process has improved. I would say the expectations of Tata Steel R&D people has increased to a big extent, and I must compliment that the students are actually improving year by year in terms of, because they also understand, because the popularity has gone up. So the number of good people, good students applying for it is also increasing over years.
The eminent jury comprised of some of the best minds pursuing cutting-edge research and innovation in the steel and new materials space. One of the jury members, Chanakya Chaudhary, Vice President Corporate Services, Tata Steel, spoke about his experience of working with Tata Steel.
I think it gives me great satisfaction that I stand before you and talk about this, because I think some 31 years back when I joined Tata Steel, it used to stand out as an organization, doing something unique, doing something very different during those days as well. And I think that's what is the USP of Tata Steel. I don't consider it as a company. I consider it more as an institution, which comes up with various novel and unique and interesting initiatives which are engaging. So if you mind it, it will matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
The 6-month-long program concluded with the grand finale, the ultimate test of intelligence, imagination and innovative thinking. 5 teams presented their solutions to the esteemed jury.
Total process is almost 6 months long. Initially, we in R&D have a brainstorming that we have to find the challenges which we can expect the students to propose some solution and they can come here. So first thing is then we have to approach the departments which produces something like raw material divisions or steel making divisions, and then we search which could be the best possible challenge which can be explored.
It's a great opportunity for all the students. They get an opportunity to work with live projects. They get an opportunity to apply their knowledge on a live project. They get an opportunity to work with best of the mind in the professional world, and they get an opportunity to see the organization and what is the real world where they will be joining in future. So they should never miss this opportunity.
Tata Steel is committed to a culture of innovation through research and development and is constantly pushing the envelope to enable solutions for a better tomorrow. A platform like Mind Over Matter forms an integral part of this endeavor and enables bright young minds to pursue research, innovate and give shape to their ideas by exploring its implementation on an industrial scale.
We have a metallurgical background, but this topic was mainly based on chemistry. So we started studying about refreshing the concept which we studied in 11th and 12th, and slowly we came up with the idea that we could combine some reagents and form a novel reagent for flotation.
We undertook the challenge of synthesis of novel reagent for oxidized cold flotation. The combination of our first collector and frother gave the best results, an improvement of 20.6% in yield in case of oxidized coal, and that of 8.83% in case of fresh coal when compared to commercial reagents currently employed. We want to state here that all these measurements were carried out at the same target ash of 15%. According to our calculations, if our reagent combination mixture is implemented on a plant scale, Tata Steel could observe an annual profit of about 105 crores from the increase in yield. There is still some scope for optimization of process parameters, and pilot scale experimentation needs to be performed to validate the results obtained at laboratory scale.
You said that the inherent ash of the coal was 28%.
Yes, sir.
Right, and you also mentioned in between about 15% as the
yes, sir.
final ash.
Yes, sir.
and the improvement in yield is about 20% by the use of this resin. What happens if the inherent ash changes to, let's say, 34-35%?
So the feed which was used for experimentation was from the West Bokaro mine seam 5. Beyond the fifth seam, the floatability of the coal decreases very dramatically. So we have used a particular type of coal which is low grade, and the coal currently employed at Tata Steel is of the highest seams. So those coal have a lower ash. Means from the 28%, it will have an ash of less than 24%.
The period you're talking about is what? 2011-12. If you talk about today, I doubt if we have inherent ash availability in West Bokaro at 28%.
So the 28% was the feed of the oxidized coal. And sir, it was dated back to 2012.
That's what I thought.
It's time for a very short break. On the other side, we bring to you more engaging presentations and reveal the winners of Season 6. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Mind Over Matter, Tata Steel's annual Innovation Challenge. Next up, we bring to you more engaging presentations which showcase the innovation and imagination of the country's sharpest and smartest young minds. Mind Over Matter, part of Tata Steel's Campus Connect program, is one of the most sought-after innovation platforms where students get a chance to work with the company's R&D experts and give form to their ideas and concepts.
Once these challenges have been posed through the Mind of Matter platform, it has given a chance, an avenue for the youngsters to think of solutions in the manufacturing sector, which would not have been there if this platform was not there in the first place. So I think Mind Over Matter has achieved that platform and that space in the student community that yes, yearly there is something that Tata Steel holds and they can offer their ideas, their solutions to solve a burning issue.
My experience within these 2 months in Tata Steel, it was actually really very challenging because being a single participant and performing all the experiments on my own, it was a bit challenging, but obviously the members of the raw material research group, the department in which I was working, they helped me really well. Discharge of around 800 tons of synthetic reagents into the water bodies is eliminated by the use of biodegradable reagents. The nitrate discharge is also 75 to 80% less than the standard limit of 45 milligrams per liter. And the proposed reagents also eliminate the toxic effects like bioaccumulation and biomagnification of the synthetic reagents. On having done a cost analysis of these reagents, I found that the company is sure to enjoy a profit of around 86 crores per annum on the use of these biodegradable reagents. And lastly, I would like to conclude saying that the reagent gives rise to a high yield with reduced impurities content. And so, corn cobs can be successfully utilized to prepare biodegradable reagents for coal and iron ore flotation, and also the reagent is sure to minimize the adverse effects on the environment.
Have you checked the feasibility of scaling up this idea for an industry?
Scaling up like the cost calculations.
So how practical do you think the solution is for industries to adopt?
My personal suggestion is that we should go for this, we can outsource furfural from the various industries who actually manufacture furfural in India, and it's commercially available. So we can go for outsourcing that rather than an in-house production, because an in-house production will actually increase the cost rates on the setting up of the plant and synthesizing furfural. So rather we should go for outsourcing it, and that will actually help us bring down the cost level or the investment level to a lower level, and it will help us implement it in the industries.
The platform is definitely excellent. It gives a platform to budding engineers to express their skills, to test their technical skills rather.
Our topic is synthesis of new generation nanofluid from iron ore slime, and our proposal is goethite-based nanofluid for geotechnical cleaning and as thermic fluids. Our entire project has a twofold benefit. The geotechnical cleaning is focused towards impact on society. Huge tons of iron ore slime is generated by Tata Steel. And so it has enough potential to target Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, etc., and other arsenic contaminated regions of India. Also, our method is a very cheap and simple method of implementation. We are also moving towards a greener tomorrow by utilizing the waste disposed of by iron and steel industries and thereby reducing air, water, and soil pollution. Now let us go to the thermic nanofluid. The thermic nanofluid is focused towards revenue generation and energy loss minimization. Our entire process of nanofluid synthesis cost us rupees 126 per liter of nanofluid.
Great idea, but what I fail to understand is if NIST is generating the nanorods for you, what is the novelty that you bring to the table?
Sir, INST is not generating means because some of the facilities required for this production was not available at within the span of two months. We went to INST to work in collaboration with them to synthesize this product in this 2 months of time.
It's a very good platform. Like from third year, we get to implement our ideas. In college life, we don't generally get to implement our learning, but here we got to explain ourselves. We got to experiment. We got to implement our thoughts and ideas. As we can see, these are the results. Before electrolysis, this is my cathode and this is my anode. In the anode, you can see the shiny appearance, but after electrolysis, it turns black and rough. As for the cathode, there is a deposition of grayish brown matter, and our anode reduced weight by 108.4 grams.
Have you checked the literature? That many people have tried to through electrolysis,
Yes, sir, yes.
produce different metals.
So,
what is the challenge? Why those are not so popular?
Yes, sir. So, our main paper was 1969 US Bureau of Mines report. They separated vanadium from vanadium carbide, and they prepared an electrolytic setup even longer, taller and sharper. That was a proper industrial level because there was no other way to synthesize vanadium from vanadium carbide using any other process. The only challenge will be the corrosive nature. For that, we can use stainless steel walls which won't corrode at those temperatures.
The journey of 2 months has been really amazing for both of us. Like after 2 months of continuous hard work, efforts and sleepless nights, finally we achieved it, and we are truly thankful to our parents, to our mentor, and above all to Tata Steel for giving us this opportunity to showcase our idea.
We are from Team BIT Sindri, working on the project measurement of cleaning efficiency and silicate layer on cold rolled steel after electrolytic cleaning. So the automotive steel produced passes through 3 main processes. The first is cold rolling, the second is electrolytic cleaning, and the third is batch annealing. During cold rolling, the steel strip reaches the wanted thickness, but oil and iron fines get deposited on the steel surface. To clean this oil and dirt, electrolytic cleaning is done. Here, the strip is cleaned. The cleaning efficiency is also determined, but a silicate layer of about 3 to 7 nanometers get deposited on the steel strip. Our idea is use of scanning Kelvin probe to determine cleaning efficiency and silicate layer on cold rolled steel. It works on the principle of measurement of difference in work function of the probe and the sample.
Are such Kelvin probes available today in the market?
Yes, sir. They are actually Kelvin probe is only limited to the institutions in the abroad, and in these days, the semiconductor industries have started using this use of scanning Kelvin probe.
It's now time for the judges to decide on the champion innovators, the makers of tomorrow.
The second runner-up is NIT Jamshedpur. First runner-up goes to BIT Sindri. The winner, a Tata Steel Mind Over Matter, Spark the Innovation, BIT Meshra Rachi Jyoti.
That's a very good platform, especially for the undergraduates. Like there are many campuses where Tata Steel does not visit for campus placement, and for them this is the only chance, one of the only chances of getting selected. So like this was a dream platform for us.
We are very lucky that we got a chance as undergraduates to join this prestigious company. So now our aim is to flourish more and explore more in different fields so that we come up with new ideas and give the best to this company.
Seems as if the efforts which I have been putting since last 8 months on this topic, it has become, at last it is very fruitful, and to be there at the first position, it's really very exciting.